Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Macomb Area Conference Basketball on Channel 6 CPHS. Tonight, we're at Port Erie Northern High School as the Lady Huskies take on their crosstown rivals, the Lady Big Reds from Port Erie High. This is Randy Fernandez along with Doug Cole, and we'll bring you all the action of tonight's exciting MAC White contest. But first, let's turn it over to the voice of the Huskies, Mr. Ed Peltz, for the introductions of tonight's starting lineups and the playing of our national anthem.
Now for the starting lineup for tonight's game. Starting first, as the visitors, Port Erie High Big Reds. Number 10, at guard, Tracy Mills. At guard for Lady Huskies, number 20, Katie Goss. Number 14, Katie Zigalevich. Number 22, the Lady Huskies, Maureen Grady. Number 20, for the Big Reds, Keisha Bradford. Number 14, for the Lady Huskies, Katie Murphy. Number 44 for the Big Reds, Chris Taylor. Number 24 for the Huskies, Allison Schur. And number 50 for the Big Reds, Katie Blanchard. And number 32, Bree Oswald.
Well, Doug, this time around, I think the Big Reds are looking for a little revenge against the Huskies on the Huskies' home court tonight.
I think you're right, Randy. Last game back on September 25th, Huskies came out on top of that game, 49-40. The first game back for Keisha Bradford, and I'm sure that she's going to be looking to see what she can do against the Huskies tonight. But I'm sure the Huskies will come out. They don't want to give anything up to the Big Reds, and I'm sure that it's going to be a tough battle here tonight.
Well, let's set the starting lineups for the visiting Big Reds. Tracy Mills at one guard, Keisha Bradford at the other guard. Forward, Katie Jinglevich. Other forward, Krista Taylor, and in the middle, number 50, Katie Lanchute for your Huskies. Number 14, Katie Murphy. 20, Katie Voss. 22, Mo Grady. 24, Allison Schur. And number 32, Bree Oswald. Well, Doug, the first time that these two teams played, even though it was Keisha's first game back, she scored 15, but that was negated by Bree Oswald, who also had 15 that night.
Yep, you're right. And I think Tracy Mills added another 10 points as for the Big Reds, and Katie Murphy, she put in 13 that night.
And I believe that was probably Miss Murphy's high game of the season with 13 that night.
I think you're right. That was one of Katie's better games of the season so far. So I'm sure she's looking to do well again tonight.
And knocked out of bound by Keisha Bradford. Again, just underway here from Port Huron Northern, no score. Port Huron High opening up in full court man-to-man pressure, and we've seen that bother the Huskies a little bit, but they break it easy that time, Doug.
Yep, the
Bree Oswald looks like she wants that three-pointer out front, but travel on Murphy.
Yeah, I think Northern will be looking to feed Bree tonight. She started the game off last Tuesday with 4 three-pointers, so she's more than capable of hitting that three from out there.
Now it looks like Port Huron High in a 1-3-1. Again, for Northern to be successful, they've got to keep the ball out of the hands of Keisha Bradford. Nice defense by Northern. You know, Doug, we've seen both teams this year really light it up and then go 4 or 5 minutes without scoring a single point.
They certainly do seem to run things in streaks.
As Grady couldn't get her first shot to go, nice rebound by Tracy Mills. Shots up by Landshut, 15-footer off the mark, up against the backboard, out of bounds to Northern. Well, Port Huron Northern comes in here tonight 3-4 in the MAC White, 4-9 overall, and basically Northern had 4 wins in a row. They once they got off the snide, so to speak, they were 4 victories, and then I believe lost in overtime for the 5th chance, and have been stuck on 4 for about the last 3 or 4 games.
Yes, and it's interesting. Northern has been in most of the games, but they just can't seem to be there when we get down to the final stretch. One of the keys, I think, for Northern tonight is that they're going to have to make sure they don't turn the ball over too much. If they can get the ball across half court, get their offense set up, they should do all right.
Shot won't go by Grady. Rebound to Bradford. We've got a foul before the shot. It's going to be on Northern. Let's see how the referees sort things out.
That's on Bree Oswald. Should be her first.
Port Huron High to inbounds underneath the west basket. Again, 0-0 our score. We've played just over a minute here in the first quarter from Port Huron Northern High School. Bradford first shot, air ball. Rebound went right to the Port Huron High, but couldn't get it. Nice rebound by Katie Murphy, or pardon me, Allison Schur.
Both teams seem to be pretty cold to start this game off.
Nice rebound underneath by Murphy off the miss by Schur, and Katie Murphy should go to the line to shoot 2. First foul on Port Huron.
I think that's Krista Taylor.
Number 44, Chris Taylor, her first, team second at the line. Katie Murphy for 2 shots.
No, there's not a bad foul shooting team, Doug. We've seen better and worse covering the games here as Murphy makes the first one. Northern seemed to have gotten a little better as the years progressed.
I think that's definite, Randy. They have gotten better. They seem to be getting to the line a little bit more, and they have the free throw shooting has helped to keep them in the games.
Well, Murphy gets them both. She's perfect from the line, and Northern with the early 2-0 lead. Three-pointer by Keisha won't go. Rebound Tracy Mills. It was her rebound that won the game the other night against East Detroit. She can't get it to go. 3 shots won't fall for Port Huron High, but they'll go to the line to shoot 2 as number 14, Katie Jingalevich, steps to the charity stripe.
Fouls on number 20, Katie Voss. Her first, team.
Fouls on Katie Voss, her first, team second. And Jingalevich will look to tie with the 2 throws.
Katie Jigolevich gets one more shot.
Both teams seem to be a little bit tight to start this game off tonight. I'm sure there's a lot of pressure. Both of them want to come out strong and not make any mistakes.
Well, it's for bragging rights at least through the rest of the winter and spring. And Port Union High looking to at least split the season's 2 games. Nice move by Sure and Oswald. Oswald for 3, going to be a little bit strong. Rebound Murphy. She goes up and she'll shoot 2 as she's fouled by Katie Landshut. So it seems like, again, Katie Murphy doing a nice job early on, and again, seems to play her best ball against the Big Red machine.
Yes, it certainly looks that way tonight. I think that foul was actually on Keisha Bradford. That's her first. That'll be an interesting situation. Keep an eye on Keisha.
And Murphy 3 for 3 tonight from the line, has all 3 Northern points. As I look up at his stands, I see her father, Dr. and Mrs. Murphy, along with, looks like her grandparents, the Clelands. And Murphy, 4 for 4. And must be Coach Busko must be having them practice, so she's perfect tonight from the line. 4-1 our score from Port Huron Northern. Mills for 3, in and out. And Northern with good defensive pressure to force the turnover. Our first substitution tonight is going to be for Coach Popa's Big Reds, as number 11, Julie Crimmins, checks in for Katie Jingolevich.
I believe Julie was the gal that hit 3-point to send that last game for Port Huron High into overtime.
Voss's 3-pointer won't go. Well, for Port Huron High to be successful, and Crimmins comes right in and puts it up. Nice rebound, Murphy. Again, Tracy Mills and Keisha Bradford have to do most of the shooting, and so far that hasn't been the case. They got to get the ball into Bradford's hand at least 60% of the time. Nice steal by Murphy. Back to Oswald for the 3. Won't go. Oswald again, off balance, tough shot, rebound to the Big Reds. Well, Northern getting their shots, just haven't been successful, as all 4 points have been at the charity stripe. Bradford trying to get her team off the mark. 3-pointer won't go. Out of bounds to Northern.
Both teams very, very cold in the early going of this game.
Second substitution for the Big Reds. Number 42, Anna Harrison, checks in for Krista Taylor. Northern's done a good job breaking the press. Grady wide open from 15, high archer, won't go. Rebound Mills.
We're still looking for our first field goal of the evening.
And we've played about 4.5 minutes, and it's been all free throws so far here tonight. Somebody needs to set a pick for Bradford to find her open, or for Mills. Mills tries to force it up, won't go. Harrison tips it out to Katie Voss of Northern. Grady not afraid to shoot it, and she nails it.
That's our first field goal of the evening.
What we saw earlier in the year, Mo Grady made the highlight film of the year when she scored a basket for Northern flat on her back early on.
I remember that game.
They'll save that one for the Northern Archives. Nice dish pass underneath.
Nice pass.
Nice basket by Landshut, but credit the assist to Keisha Bradford. 6-3 our score. Under 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter from Port Huron Northern High School. Shear likes that spot from the corner, 2 for 2 there. And O'Grady starting to fill it up for Coach Dave Busko. See, Doug, what I don't understand, nobody comes up and sets a pick for her. She's got to make the play all on her own, and she's going to get a tripping foul on Grady.
She draws the foul.
But if somebody would come and set a pick for her and free her up, at least if she can't shoot, she can penetrate like she did the last time and made a nice pass to Landshut. First substitution for Northern, number 42, Carla Fisher, the sophomore. Only sophomore on the varsity this year for Northern. Carla started some games early on, Doug.
Yes, she did. Recently, she's been playing pretty well coming in off the bench for Coach Busco, though, and doing a real good job out there, especially good on defense.
2-on-2. Mills gives it up to Bradford. She drives the lane. Tough off-balance shot, but she nails it. Keisha Bradford. Very tough shot there. Off balance. And we've got a kick on the floor. Good call by the referee, out of bounds to Northern. 8-5 our score. 1:50 to go in the first quarter. Ready to check in at the next horn is number 30, Jenny Palmatier, senior point guard, is going to check in for
Katie Voss.
Katie Voss. Sure puts it up strong, can't go, rebound Mills. Well, the leading rebounders for Port Huron High are their guards, Tracy Mills and Keisha Bradford. Melissa Crosby was the leading rebounder, but she's out with the severe ankle sprain and might not see action for the rest of the year. So Coach Pope a little thin down low here tonight. On the other hand, number 12, Wendy Williams of Port Huron Northern, not dressed tonight as she has a stress fracture.
And Wendy Williams has been out most of the season with that also.
And we're joined by Ryan Relkin covering the game here tonight for one of the local radio stations and or our local newspaper, the Times Herald.
I think Anna Harrison picked up that foul underneath the basket.
Oswald for three, well off the mark. Rebound right to Shearer. She's Johnny on the spot, and she'll shoot two. Well, that time the air ball off the glass really helped out as Allison Shearer positioned herself properly.
Yep, worked right in Northern's favor that time.
Coach Busco talking to Bree, saying, Bree, I like you taking those three, but you got to be a little bit more under control.
Get yourself set first. Make sure you're square to the basket. Don't try to force anything.
And I was just going to say, Northern's been perfect tonight from the line, thanks to Katie Murphy, but I would have jinxed Allison, but she missed it anyway.
She misses them both, but she does get her own rebound.
It's her own rebound, as Port Huron High does not do a good job boxing out. That should never happen after a missed free throw. There's a nice pick set for Bradford over to Mills. She'll shoot the shot a little bit short. She gets her own rebound, however. She goes baseline, bumped by Murphy, and Murphy's going to get called on the foul. That's going to be the 6th team foul. Next team foul will put Port Huron High to the line. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Bradford running jumper won't go. Nice save by Oswald, tips it out to Palmatier. Fisher goes up strong, a little bit short, however. Rebound Bradford. Let's see if High waits for the last shot or puts it up strong. Keisha, well off balance, won't go just before the buzzer. And our score after 8 minutes of play, the Lady Huskies 8, the Lady Big Reds 5. Well, Doug, looked like both teams a little bit was not a highlight film for shooting clinic.
I think you're right, Randy. If I'm not mistaken, there was only two field goals made by Port Huron Northern, and I believe only 2 made by Port Huron High. That's not too many baskets for a whole quarter of play out there. I'm sure that they'll both be looking to make some adjustments and try to get some better open shots in this second period that's coming up.
Well, Doug, what happened here earlier tonight? Port Huron High freshmen took on Algonac, and then Port Huron Northern JV took on the Big Red JV. How'd those two games turn out?
That's true, Randy. Both teams came out victorious tonight. The freshmen revenged one of their earlier losses of the season against Algonac. The final score was 34-14. And the JVs also came out victorious against the. I believe the JV score was 34-14, and I'm not sure what the freshman score was exactly.
So Port Huron Northern looking for a clean sweep on their home floor here tonight. Doug, how's the freshmen and JVs doing overall? Do you happen to know?
The freshman team, I believe, has only had 3 losses for the season. Not exactly sure of the JVs. It seems like every week they're in a real close battle, though, and for the most part have been coming out on top.
How's Ann Shaw, her first year? Local player from St. Clair High School, then goes on to play for the community college here in town, then Division I with University of Detroit. Now even though she's not teaching here at Northern, coaching the freshman team, how have the young freshmen reacted to her tutelage?
Oh, I think Ann's been doing a real fine job. I think all the girls have adapted real well to her and her style of coaching. It's been a transition period for her. One of her highlights, I think, was last Tuesday when the freshman team journeyed down to St. Clair into her alma mater and were victorious in that game.
Well, that had a big thrill for her as Katie Voss travels. But we just saw a moment ago, Tracy Mills went coast to coast, split 2 Port Huron Northern defenders, and made a nice bank shot off the glass to cut the deficit to 1, 8-7. Again, just underway here in the second quarter from Port Huron Northern High School. Our next telecast and our final women's telecast this year will be on Tuesday, November the 4th. Port Huron High takes on Utica Eisenhower. Shot won't go by Taylor. Rebound Mills. She's stripped to the ball by Bree Oswald. 3-on-2. And Oswald tries to return the favor as she splits Mills and Bradford. And I think Mills is going to be called for the foul. And that puts Port Huron High over the limit, and Bree Oswald to shoot 1-and-1, although it could be called a shooting foul.
That's the second foul for Tracy Mills as she comes out of the game. She's doing a pretty good job that first period for the Big Reds.
Oswald gets her first point of the evening. And Northern doing a great job from the charity stripe tonight. 6 of their 10 points have come from the free throw line. Landshoot goes up strong, but got caught too close to the sideline. Nice defense by Bradford, but sure gets a trap, tries to bank it in. Rebound Carla Fisher, won't go. Rebound Bradford. And Bradford, again, not only the leading scorer, but you can see why she's the leading rebounder for this Big Red team also. She can really get up. See, somebody should set a pick. She's going to try to go one-on-one. She can do that a lot of times, but she exerts a lot of energy. Again, off-balance shot. Wide open is the Northern, but Bree doesn't see her. And good defense that time, hustling back is number 14, Katie Jingalevich, to knock it out of bounds.
And I think she got the turnover as that ball went off from a Northern player down there under the basket.
Number 52, Stephanie Schaefer checks in, and again, every game I do here at Northern, I'm always impressed with Stephanie Schaefer. I think she gives Coach Busco quality minutes off the bench. Let's see what she can do tonight.
It's another turnover for the Big Reds as that ball went out of bounds.
Coach Pope yelling trap. No effect this time. Wide opens Voss. She gives up the shot though, however, and number 22, Mo Grady, just wasn't ready for that pass, a little bit behind her. You know what amazes me, Doug, we've talked about it early on. Both teams, I believe, get 3 timeouts a half, and nobody seems to use them. Again, both teams are playing okay, but not really shooting very, very well. You would think one of these teams might call a timeout, settle things down, but coaches are happy to just see him play as Landshut gets smothered underneath, and she'll shoot 2.
Foul, number 52.
I think that foul was on Stephanie Schaefer. She makes her presence known as soon as she gets in the game.
Katie Landshut, shooting number 50. Shooting a pair.
Katie trying to be a little bit more aggressive underneath. One of the taller players on the Big Red team. We're going to have a substitution for Coach Popa in just a second here. Both won't go. Rebound Voss. Voss all the way with the left hand, just can't get it going. Nice rebound, Grady. She banks it back in. Grady on the basket, but credit Voss. She went coast to coast with the left hand. Keisha Bradford shot won't go.
Fight
and
for that
Keisha
rebound.
with only 2 points here tonight.
Keisha's off to a slow start tonight.
Well below her 17-point average.
And there's
Bree
Bree
Clark by
Oswald.
Bree.
Looks like she hit her first 3 of the night.
And 15-7 our score with 4:18 to go in the half. Three rattles in and out. Port Huron High really out of sync here offensively. Voss fills it up for 3 and
she
nails
hits
it.
a 3.
Back-to-back 3-pointers by the Huskies, and Coach Popa has seen enough. And with your score, the Lady Huskies 18, the Big Reds 7. The Big Reds take a timeout. Well, Doug, a lot of things going on this weekend. Port Huron High and Port Huron Northern squaring off Friday night at Memorial Stadium. I think that shapes up to be a game of Port Huron High's potent offense with the running ability of Tony Washington against the strong defense of Huskies, led by Mr. Hickey, among others. How do you think that game shapes up in your mind?
I think you're absolutely right, Randy. Port Huron Northern has been playing real good football the last few games. Their defense has been dominating. They've made some changes on their offense. New quarterback. They've moved Matt Schock over to a running back, and that seems to have worked pretty well for him. So it should be a great game. I'm sure that anybody out there that can make it to the game, they're gonna see just a super effort by both teams.
Well, both Northern and High's football teams got off to a real slow start. Northern losing their first 3, but have won their last 3, and the same way with Coach Ratchie has done a commendable job the last few weeks. And with a big upset victory against Fraser in double overtime last Friday night, or pardon me, triple overtime, I believe. And Port Huron High, possibly a win against Northern, is poised to be defending MAC White champions for the Big Red. So Friday night, 7:30, the best $3 in town as Keisha Bradford steps up to the line.
She gets the first one. She's got a chance to cut that lead to single digits.
Well, Doug, next year Keisha will be playing Division I ball. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
That's right, Randy. Keisha has a scholarship ready to go to Valparaiso down in Indiana. I'm sure that she's excited about that, and that'll be a great compliment to her. She's a super player, and I think she'll be a great asset to that team down there.
Tracy Mills checks in for Jingalevich. Well, Doug, the first two times these teams played, Port Huron Northern was just awesome in the first half, getting the ball down low, and Port Huron High never did recover. But tonight it's been free throws and the three-point shooting of recently of Oswald and Katie Boss.
Yeah, I think Katie Murphy had a real good game that first time. She's out right now. She's getting a well-deserved rest. Liz Tingley has come in to play. She's one of the juniors that are on the team, giving her a chance to get some time out there.
Well, Allison sure did it. Pardon me. Number 52, Stephanie Schaefer, did a nice job on the rebound, but traveled with it after her, and a bad inbounds pass that time by the Big Reds. Shot up in good by Mo Grady. Grady with 8 to lead all Big Reds Port Huron Northern scores. 20-8 our score. Bradford for 3, yes. And the Big Reds are never too far out of it when you've got a gunner like Keisha Bradford.
She's a super weapon to have on your team.
Left-handed shot up and good by Liz Tingley. Tingley off the bench. Gets her first 2 points tonight. Tingley's going to go up strong again, man. She's fouled. So Liz Tingley's trying to get her name in the scorebook here tonight. And she'll go to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
Team 7 at the line, number 44, Liz Tingley will shoot 1 and 1.
Coach Busco's been going to his bench quite a bit lately, getting more players involved in the game. Liz is one of the juniors that has got a real good game out there. Got a good chance for getting some experience and building on it for next year also.
Well, off the miss, a nice strong rebound by Renee Herring, and Herring is fouled. And since Port Huron Northern also over the limit, Renee Herring will try to get her first points tonight. She will step to the line. Shear comes in, Schaefer comes out.
Stephanie picked up her second foul, so she's going to sit down for a little rest as Allison comes back in. Allison Shear to play for her. Looks like Jenny Palmatier will be returning to the Northern's lineup also.
Left-hander shot a little bit short. Bradford threw it up, hoping to get the foul, but no call. And Grady just not looking. It really wasn't Bree's fault. You got to be looking for the ball at all times.
You have to be watching for the ball all the time. You got to be ready.
Substitutions, Palmatier and Fisher. Check in for Voss and Grady. 22-11. The biggest lead of the night for the Lady Huskies. Nice pick by Renee. Shot goes up by Bradford, but again had to force it. No good. One shot and out for the Big Reds. Oswald for three. Nice rebound by Tingley. And Liz Tingley with 4. Coach Busko likes that. Good double team by Northern, knocked out of bounds. And again, the whole first half, Port Huron High has just struggled miserably from the floor. Shot goes up by Landshut, and she'll shoot 2. And that's what the Big Reds need to do. When the outside shot's not working, get it in low. Katie Landshut, 5'10", forward, goes up strong.
That foul was on Liz Tingley. That's her first of the night.
Team 9, number 50, Katie Landshut, shooting 1 and 1.
Landshut with 2 points tonight. She'll try to add to that. She gets the first.
2 for 2 from the line there.
Under a minute to go in the first half. Oswald for 3, yes.
And she drills it.
Her second three-pointer of the night. Oswald with 8. Northern by 14. And we've got the Port Huron Times-Herald photographer going to take some pictures here tonight. We've got Jim Weimer, sports writer for the Times-Herald's in the stands tonight covering this game.
Looks like Northern's going to play for that last shot of the half.
Palmatier splits the defense, rattles it home. Jenny Palmatier. Shot will count if it goes.
Oh, that was close.
And our score at their 16 minutes of play, Port Huron High 13, the Lady Huskies 29. We'll be back with third quarter action after these commercial messages.
Let's use this piñata to show why kids under 12 don't belong in the front seat.
Hey, that piñata looks like me.
Really? I hadn't noticed. Hey, look, Vince. Candy.
Yeah, all jawbreakers.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your kids in the back seat.
George, watch the Gosling swim. And they swam, and they swam.
From birth to age 3 are the most important years in a child's brain development. The time that defines who they become.
They saw a little baby.
Someone once said, we all come into this world alone, and we leave the same way. But in between, we have the chance to connect and help each other, to find ways you can do something to connect with the people in your community. Call the Points of Light Foundation. Do something good. Feel something real.